Happy Monday morning. I thought it might be fun to do a little bit of a school day vlog as opposed to a weekend vlog, because honestly our weekends are looking pretty much the same. We try to get outside for some exercise, we clean the house on Sundays, we do an abnormal amount of baking, and we try to do some games. We did build a fort this weekend, and I will say the fort was very, very cool. It was double-decker. I mean, that was a little bit, of a different activity, but still. School day vlog might be kind of interesting. So we are still in level 4 lockdown in Auckland. The numbers are looking up. This weekend there were 20 cases on Saturday, 20 cases on Sunday, which is much better than the 80 plus cases we had the weekend before, so lockdown does seem to be working. Although I guess before I go any further, I do need to acknowledge two things. One is we did have our first COVID death from the Delta outbreak, and so lots of sympathy to this person's family and everyone who I'm sure will be missing her. The second thing is there was a terrorist attack in a supermarket here in Auckland where an ISIS-inspired individual went on a stabbing rampage and injured 7 people before being shot and killed by police who were watching him. He was a known person who had been in the judicial system, and it's just, I feel so bad for everyone who is affected by this and how scary this whole situation is, and I hope everyone who got hurt heals quickly and fully. And I'm still processing a lot of how I feel about this, because coming from the US where there are lots of attacks, there are lots of gun attacks, there's just a whole lot wrapped up in that as an American living in New Zealand, but something to be addressed at a later date. But my sympathies go out to everyone involved in this. It's a tragedy. On to happier subjects. On school days, I tend to get up really early, preferably around 5:30 in the morning, so I can have a little alone time before the kids wake up. I try to get some core work done to help with my back issues, and just take a few minutes to get organized and get my thoughts ready for the day. I'm not always perfect about this. I prioritize sleep over exercise. When the kids get up, we like to do breakfast. This morning was kind of a silly breakfast. Yesterday was Father's Day, and the kids and I made a disastrous looking yet very tasty lemon cake with fresh whipped cream and strawberries on top. And we have a lot of leftover whipped cream, and it's literally just cream that is injected with CO2. We have this really neat, nifty little gadget that does that, so there's no sugar added. But we do have to use up that whipped cream, so we did some fresh cream and strawberries for breakfast, and then some oatmeal and toast and things like that. Now the kids are off on a little bike ride with John, getting some energy out for the day so that they can actually sit for lessons and classes and Zoom calls and all the work that they have to do. And even though it is school at home, it is still more or less a full day of school. So we have classes starting at 8:30 in the morning, and they run through about 2:30. And this is how I get ready for the school day.
It's Monday morning. Let's have some breakfast.
The most important thing to keep us on track during the day is I actually have a simple whiteboard, and I've got each kid's stuff listed on here, with times, because I've got 2 different kids on 2 different schedules, and there is no way to keep everything straight between the calls and just a list of work that has to get done. And it keeps everyone accountable, right? So if Robert knows that he's got these 10 things that he needs to get done today. He can go through them and then check them off. And then at the end of the day, we're like, okay, we know school is done. Everything on the board is checked off. So this is kind of the key to everyone staying sane and on track. It's literally just a whiteboard from the warehouse. All right, so here is our Monday, and you can see that we have literally everything on here. And hopefully a little after 2, everything will be done, and then it'll just be fun playtime. We'll see how today goes. Hopefully everyone's in a good mood. All right, so it's a little after 9 in the morning, and Robert is doing his handwriting. Meadow is technically part of an assembly, but you can see that she's just taken a book and is reading it, which is pretty par for the course. So yeah, we've gotten a few things done. Robert has got his reading and his first call done out of the day, so he's just kind of chugging along. So far, no meltdowns or breakdowns, so it's pretty good.
Why did the dog go under a tree?
I don't know, why?
Because it doesn't want to be a hot dog. Hot dog? Hot dog?
Well, it is about lunchtime, and the kids are at home with John, and this is my time to get out, go for a walk, take the dog out, save my sanity, listen to a podcast or, you know, the radio or just something to give me a little break. So it's about 1:30 in the afternoon, and Robert is working on some typing, which is some extra things for learning this lockdown. Meadow is crafting with popsicle sticks.
Yeah, for the house that we're making.
We're apparently making a popsicle stick house. We did get our 1 p.m. COVID update. There are 20 new cases today, so third day in a row of 20 cases, which is not too bad.
And so how many do we have in the whole community, Mama?
I think it's around 700. Some people have gotten better, but there's new cases still. That's a good question, though. I'll have to check. Anyway, so hopefully it's a quiet afternoon for a few more reading.
I'm moved up to second row.
Nice, second row. Good job, Robert.
Second row.
So hopefully this afternoon is a calm one.
So are you going?
Okay, so it is now just after 3. We finished school a little late today because there were a few meltdowns near the end of the day. I thought some phonics work might be the end of us, but we made it through. The kids are now free from school for the day. I've sent in all their work to their teachers that needs to be sent in, and we just are going to have some snack and have some fun this afternoon. All right, so this weekend we got the hot tub kind of back in order, and we just checked the thermostat, and it looks like it's going to be really pleasant and nice. So we're all going swimming. Yay!
It's the first time we've done it in spring. And we're going in the
Voy a cantar esta canción con mucho cariño de mi corazón a la República Dominicana, la casa del merengue y la casa de la bachata. Voy a cantar esta canción con mucho cariño de mi corazón a la República Dominicana, la casa del merengue y la casa de la bachata. La 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 la, la casa del merengue. La 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 la, y la casa de la bachata.
All right, so it's now about just shy of 5 o'clock, so it's time to start getting dinner ready. And honestly, I don't cook really elaborate meals during lockdown. It's too much at the end of the day. So tonight is just some chicken and roast veg. It's all gonna go in the oven for an hour, and simple, easy. Everyone likes it. So that is our day. After dinner, we do bath, teeth, and stories, and bedtime. It is kind of a bittersweet day for us. The rest of New Zealand is going to get to move down to Delta Level 2 in a couple days. So school for them is going to start on Thursday, whereas here in Auckland we are in Level 4 for at least another week. Hopefully that is it. Hopefully after that we move down to Level 3 and then Level 2 before too long. But yeah, not a terribly exciting day, but that's kind of how lockdown is. So post below if you've got any questions about what it is like being in lockdown here. Have a good night. Bye.